You know, yesterday I had this whole vision planned out. Something big, something cinematic. I turned 41 and I wanted to mark the moment with energy. New location maybe, some real fresh visuals, some real big birthday energy, you know? But instead, it rained all day long. Like, all day. And yeah, I was a little bummed about it, not gonna lie. The weather killed the vibe. The mood was definitely off. I felt like the day I wanted, the story I wanted to tell, it just wasn't gonna happen. But I didn't let it ruin everything. I let go of the plan, and I just tried to be present. Now, later on in the evening, I was sitting down with the family and I ended up watching a video from one of my favorite Christian creators, Joel, and he was on a solo trip. Just him, a quiet little space, and God. And something about that hit me deep. I paused the video, got up, and searched for the dopest Airbnb I can find in the city. I didn't have a big plan. It was just me, honestly. A bag I threw some clothes into, and a little bit of food, and I dipped. And honestly, it felt right. But sometimes, the big moments just don't go as planned. And honestly, maybe that's the whole story. Life doesn't care about your plans. It doesn't care that it's your birthday. It doesn't care that it's a special event. It doesn't care how excited you are. Sometimes it just rains. But in a moment, God gives you better plans. And maybe not the ones you want. However, they're the ones you need. I figured this would be the perfect space to kind of get away from family for a little bit and just be still, kind of sit with myself and reflect. It's a vibe for sure. It's a vibe. This place is, I wish this was my spot. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe so I can get a spot like this. No, I'm kidding. But I'm 41 now, man. And that carries a lot more weight than I thought it would. And I realized that I've learned a lot of lessons the hard way that I wish I knew at 21. And so this might not be the video I planned, but I think it's honestly exactly the video I need to make. So for those of y'all wondering that follow my posts, yes, this is my walking pad from home. I told y'all, one of the best investments I ever made. It's lightweight, it's portable, so I had to bring it with me here because I got to get my steps in. It's a non-negotiable, which takes me into my very first lesson. Bro, stop treating your life like a side quest. But not just your life, your health. Because without your health, nothing else holds up. Not your vision, not your calling, not your peace. The truth is, if you don't start stewarding your health now, you will wake up one day with regrets you can't undo. You'll watch your energy drop, your focus scatter, and fire fade, not because your dreams died, but because your body simply could not carry them anymore. Make your health a priority. And just like that, 45 minutes banged out. Watching Joel, I'm telling y'all, mark my words, I will attend his Creative Minds retreat one day. You heard it first. I shouldn't move around too much because if you know about wearing these, yeah, I gotta clean up my mess. But yeah,
Creative Minds Retreat. It's going down one day. Mark my words. My next lesson probably should have been the first lesson. Stop playing with God, bro. Like, for real. Going to church is not the same as living for Christ. Being busy for God is not the same as being close to Him either. Open your Bible, stay in His presence, realize this is not extra credit. This is the entire assignment.
I thought checking the boxes was enough. Show up on Sundays, say the right things, maybe even pray a little when things got bad. But the truth is, I was more committed to looking saved than actually living surrendered. Being busy for God is not the same. You can be active in church and still be absent in your relationship with Christ. And when life falls apart, when grief hits, when depression creeps in, when your strength runs out, religion alone will not sustain you. You need relationship. You need presence. You need to be in the Word daily, not because it makes you a better Christian, but because without it, you'll forget who you are. Without it, you'll run on fumes chasing peace in places that will never give it to you. Don't wait until you're empty to go looking for Him. Stay connected. Stay grounded. Stay near, because this world will drag you into chaos, and the only thing that's going to keep you centered is Jesus.
My next lesson. Food is fuel or friction. You have a choice. Every day you wake up and you either choose food that's going to fuel you or that's going to provide friction in your life. And trust me when I tell you, you're on the wrong path. You're burning yourself out, bro. You're killing your engine. You're killing that transmission. It's only going to last for so long. You can only beat it up for so long before you finally lose everything.
And then next year we got to plan. Next year, I want to do Europe all next year. Like, I want to do Europe. Like, I have Europe. 1 year, I'll be 10. We kind of like pay more on vacation because I do enjoy working out on vacation. But I don't want to go on vacation, so
Yo.
I'm supposed to be setting the tone type shit for me.
Next lesson.
Like the morning school, I have my
Hold
little. Oh, I have to tell y'all that.
Shout out to Dave Perkins and your boy Ron Doug. Anyway, learn how to clean up after yourself, man. For real. You ain't got no maid. Not your mother, not your father. And certainly not that feisty wife of yours. You ain't got her yet, but she coming. She ain't nobody's maid. Learn to clean up behind yourself. It ain't that hard. Father taught you for years. I know you know the lesson. You clean as you go. That's the rule. You hate that rule. But as a 41-year-old man, that rule makes so much more sense to me now than it did. Mom and dad ain't coming down on you. They're trying to teach you how to be a man before you absolutely have to be a man. Stop pushing back. Learn the lessons. Clean up behind your damn self. please. Hey, other lesson. Drink more water. Listen. Don't roll your eyes. Drink water. It helps with so much more than you know. It ain't the best tasting. I mean, it don't taste like nothing. But drink more water. A gallon a day if you can. Scratch that. You can. Trust me. I drink a gallon every day. Drink more water. It hydrates the body. It's good for the brain. It's good for the cells. It's good for the heart. It's good for sleep. It's good for... Just drink water. Okay? Just drink the water. Okay. All right. So this one wasn't planned, but as I'm sitting here, I'm looking up new camera lenses. Next lesson. Cut up that credit card now, today. Don't wait. As soon as you open it and you see that little $200 limit, cut it up. You have no idea what you're about to get yourself into. The people who sent it to you, they know, but you don't. You're about to trade years of peace for temporary pleasure. Cut up the credit card. Learn how money works now. Educate yourself first. Then, when you are ready and you're not, trust me, you're not ready for this credit card. It's not worth it. Cut up the credit cards today. Listen, I've been sitting here too long. I got to get ready to go to the gym to get my workout in. We'll pick it up when we get to the gym. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so hold on. I know I said we were going to the gym, and we are. But while I was getting dressed, I was putting the last of my stuff on. There's a photo right here at the Airbnb by artist Pink Lo Mein, and you can't see it, but in the top right corner it says adjust your focus. That is another lesson that I wish somebody would have told me. And here's the crazy thing. Maybe my parents told me and I just ignored them or didn't want to hear it because I thought they were just trying to be parents. But you gotta adjust your focus. Like today, you want clarity in your life, adjust your focus. Here's the reality, man. The only way to get clarity for what you want, where you're going, is what you do. And what you do or should do is hard things. Stop waiting, stop overthinking, commit today. Get up every single day of your life and find something that makes you uncomfortable and do it, and then do it again. Clarity comes from hard things. Get up, callous your mind, do hard things. It will pay off. All right, now we're going to the gym. Let's go. It is hot as a slave ship. I'm almost afraid to drink this pre-workout, it's so hot. This, well, you know what? They're not paying me to tell you who they are, so this is not my normal car. I'm sure y'all know. I'm borrowing this one because mine is in the shop. Mind your business. Let's get to the gym. All right, we just pulled up to the gym. FGN Nation, we in the building. You know what we do. Here's the first lesson for the gym. The gym won't fix your problems, but I promise you it will reveal a lot of them. You'll show up here thinking you're just here to build muscle, but what you're gonna find is insecurity, your excuses, your lack of consistency, all exposed, all on the gym floor. It's going to be the complete opposite of what you think you're coming here for. But trust me, if you stay with it, it's worth it. Sometimes you have to expose everything in order to heal it. The gym puts a mirror on your character. You want growth? Be ready to face the truth. Let's get inside. That's another thing. Lightweight does not make you less of a man. It doesn't make you lazy, but it also does not mean you lack intensity. If you look at this bar, it's 30 pounds. 30 pounds. And I know if you were looking at this at 21, you'd be calling me all sorts of derogatory names. But understand this. Your body cannot sustain the kind of work you're doing forever. Trust me, 405 on bench is beautiful. 550 on squats, 550 on deadlifts is beautiful. 455 on squat is gorgeous. We did all of that. But when you get to 41, you learn you gotta slow down. We ain't on TRT. We ain't got no kind of enhancements, none of that. But if you don't start thinking for the future, you're going to destroy yourself trying to impress people who could care less about you on the internet. Hear me when I tell you, I know it's hard to hear. Lightweight does not make you less of a man. It does not make you lazy, but it damn sure don't mean limit intensity. Get in there, do the weight, be intense, wreck some stuff, go home proud. Period. Let's get back to work. Here's another one you're not gonna like. And this will probably be a lot longer of a list than I thought, because I can go through the fitness thing all day long. Because me and you, stop calling it discipline if it only shows up when life is easy. Your consistency doesn't count if it disappears when you're tired, busy, or triggered. Real discipline, that's showing up every day, no matter what, even on the days when everything in you is screaming to stay home. If your consistency falls off at the first sign of something other than what you thought the day was gonna be, you're not consistent. You're motivated. Motivation is trash. It will do nothing for you in the long run. This don't happen by accident. I don't wanna be here today, but I'm here because I'm tired of being who I've been for the last 20 years, on and off, in and out. Tired of that, bro. Let's get back to work. Growth hurts. Growth hurts. Stop avoiding pain. You want elevation without discomfort. But every time you tap out, you trade progress for peace. Choose the pain that builds, not the pain that lingers. Stop avoiding the pain. Lean into it. Let's go. Stop building your worth on validation. If you need applause to feel valuable, you'll always be performing. Know who you are before they do. All right, I got one more for you, bro, for the gym stuff. Then I got to get back to the Airbnb and get checked out because, frankly, as nice as it's been, I'm trying to get home to my family. Listen, you don't deserve a better life. You build one. You don't deserve a better life. You build one. Blessings require structure. Purpose requires discipline. Stack the efforts day in, day out, and build a better life. That's what you deserve. The life that you build. Find yourself a tribe, okay? Going at life alone, isolation is terminal. Find yourself a tribe. Find yourself a community. And if it doesn't exist, create it. You're not the only one struggling with what you're struggling with. It doesn't matter what it is. Addiction, ADHD, depression, suicidal thoughts, all of that. Yes, you have that. I'm telling you, just being transparent. Find a tribe or a community where you can get around people who are going through what you're going through and go through it together. Iron sharpens iron. So one man sharpens another. It's a Bible scripture, brother. Trust me, it's in the book for a reason. Get a tribe, find a community. If it doesn't exist, create it. All right, back at the Airbnb. Getting ready to load out. Had a good time here. Definitely needed this. Definitely feel different than I did yesterday. Yesterday it was just about the actual day. But having this moment and being able to say these lessons to myself has kind of been an eye-opener for me. But this is the last one I'm gonna do here. Because again, I want to get home to the wife. I want to see my babies. Check this out, man. Don't fear failure. Fear regret. Failure teaches, but regret will haunt you forever. There's so many things in this life that you're gonna come up against that are gonna test you to see how bad you really want it. You gotta take the risk. You gotta be willing to try. You gotta be willing to put yourself out there. But more than anything, don't ever miss an opportunity. Whether it's a job, whether it's a dream, whether it's a goal, or whether it's just telling somebody that's in your life how special they are, how much they mean to you, how important they are. Time is not on your side. You cannot keep letting things go. Tell the people in your life that you love them. It doesn't matter how hard it's been. It doesn't matter how much you go head to head. Regret will eat at you forever. Failure won't. Failure will teach you a lesson. You can get back up. You can dust yourself off. But some things stick with you for eternity. Open up your mouth while you still have time. Because one day, you'll blink, and that thing that you kept putting off and saying that you would do, it'll be too late to do it then. Don't live with regret, man. Don't live with regret. I think that's all I got. Yeah. Don't fear failure. Fear regret. We gonna stop there, man. I had a few more, but yeah. I love y'all, man. Y'all keep rocking with me. I don't know if anybody got anything out of this, but I know I did. If you got any value from this at all, I just ask that you like, comment, and subscribe. It just lets me know that what I'm doing is making some form of impact. And I promised my father that I wasn't going to do it for fame. I was going to do it for effectiveness and for impact. So, if you got anything out of it, like, comment, subscribe, some love in the comments, man. Just let me know. I love y'all, man. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.